Okay, you had a broken collarbone. Your baby did. Okay? This is serious. Why? I've said this for eons. I will continue to say it. What people don't understand. When a baby finds something difficult or that hurts them, they're not going to do it. It's just that simple. They're just not going to do it. And because of that, you have a broken collarbone. A baby was born with pain. I don't mean to get graphic. You have to understand where your baby's at, right? There was pain in breathing. There was pain in eating. So yes, someone made a comment of tongue-tied. I'm going to leave it because you should get it checked. But at the same time too, you have a broken collarbone and go into it. You know what I mean? Like, I want to scream because I'm in pain and I have to swallow at the same time. When the breath-swallow ratio is interrupted, the baby or you will choose breath. This is what happens to senior citizens. They go to talk, they choke on their food, and I'm just using the analogy. It's no different, right? When the breath-swallow ratio is interrupted. So that's why I want you to do the breathing course. I know you're going to say, "Man, I'm breathing fine." No, it's not, because also too, within the top rib gauges here, they go underneath the collarbone. So you're going to do the breathing course, but I really want you to have attention to detail. Normally, I don't say don't work on top with the breathing. In your case, you're going to just so gently. I mean, it's like touching butter without you leaving fingerprints. And get underneath both collarbones, because we have to bring back that symmetry. One side hurts, one side doesn't, one side works, one side doesn't. When the body breaks a bone, it avoids that area because it has to heal. Right? And then I've also put in the comments, there's these 6 little easy exercises, and that's where I want you to start. When you get the okay for tummy time to happen because of the collarbone, because now we're working around structure. Tummy time should have happened right after birth. You can't, you have a broken collarbone. We need to rock and roll. I have to stress, if you want optimal development, to take this seriously. I get it. I see kids all the time that had broken collarbones at birth and they're quote fine. But you know what? They don't throw a ball well. They might have a light chance of like a scoliosis, things like that. We don't want those things, right? And I think it's great that you're stepping up to the plate really early and saying, "What do I need to do?" I'm telling you, this is what you need to do. It's just loving. It's simple. You can be doing this while you're, like I'm talking to you. I'm working on my baby doll. You can do it while you're taking a bath. You can do it while you're watching TV. It's not something that you have to stop everything and do therapy. But please take it seriously, because kids, and this is one of the biggest things I'm going to be going into development now beyond birth. Kids break bones and all this sort of stuff. They basically take off the cast and say, "Oh, they're good to go." You and I would get physical therapy, MRIs, drugs. And our kid, there's no casting for broken arms or broken collarbones. And so you really want to make sure all functional movement, but especially breath is your first one, is taken care of. Breath is the first movement in babies. Okay, and so it needs to be optimal. If I go to take a deep breath and I hurt my collarbone, or there's that whatever, I won't breathe as hard, right? Later on, you want them to run a marathon. I can't breathe as hard. So please, please, please do these lessons. I want to follow up in about 2 weeks, but especially a follow-up too when you get the okay that you can start proceeding with other milestones, and we got to rock and roll, and I'll evaluate at that time. Thanks.